Hello again, everyone, and I'm Milo. Today, or tonight, I'm gonna be continuing where I left off last time with Honkai Star Rail. I told you I'd be continuing this in a short while, but I skipped a few days. But hey, I'm back with the 3.5 version 3.5 story quest, where I have to go back in time to save AMPHOREUS once and for all. So now I'm just chilling over here. Let me grab. I don't have enough trick snacks. Let's go and craft some trick snacks, shall we? How the hell do I craft some trick snacks? Synthesizer, where you are? You are. Here we go. Let's craft some trick snacks. There we go. Fantastic. Let's just kill you. And ooh, there's one of those things. I sure hope this isn't too. Okay, this isn't too bad, I think. How the hell do I? 1, 2. What the hell? How do I go about that? Oh, okay. I got it. Like that, I think. There we go. That was easy. That was easier than I thought. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's continue on with our journey. Am I supposed to know where that goes? It's this way, isn't it? Shrine has been activated. You can use enhanced perk. Okay, this goes nowhere. Let's see now. I'm not exactly sure where this leads to, though. Okay. Okay, somehow I have to get rid of that. But how? How am I supposed? Okay. I did something. Now I have to go down there somehow. How the hell do I go down there? Okay. Where does this go? Disengage? Oh. That's interesting. The problem is I have to go over this bridge to get to that time book, or whatever it's called. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, this isn't where I'm supposed to go. I have to go back down. Right? And,
Isn't that the deliverer?
Marauder,
Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
Ooh. What does this do? Exactly. Wait, what? What did I get? Lower the power level to its absolute minimum. Right. Oh, water level. Hold up. Oh, I see. Um. It goes back up. How does that even work? Okay.
Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
Okay, now what? Okay, so we have to go down from there, I think. I didn't know what that does, though.
Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
So, where exactly am I supposed to go from here? Can't go there.
Imperator!
Shut up.
Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
Okay, now I can go through there. Dum 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 dum. What's behind here? There's a chest down here. Great.
Seek, and you will find.
Shrine has been activated. Great. What's this? Roar, deliver from beyond the sky. What brings you to visit this mighty line today? Who knows everything about Honeybrew? The citizens of Styxia laughed. They asserted firmly, why of course it's Verax Leo. By Hycilens, allow me to tell you with an extraordinary story. We shall see how well you know your Honeybrews. Why didn't you drink more? Ho ho! A true Honeybrew enthusiast would not be stumped by this. Just like how a scholar would never be burned by knowledge. As for my comrades of the same nature, I wish them good health. Come over here, talk to me about anything at all, and we can discuss it with gusto. Tell me about the history of Honeybrew. According to legends, in the distant era Chrysia, before the three titans of calamity descended, war was once rife in AMPHOREUS. Oceans were dyed by blood, and the shores were shrouded in ashes from gunfire. Hagusa could not bear to watch the crimson red overwhelm azure blue, and used the divine power to transform the soldiers' weapons into grapevines. Then they tossed the golden purple grapes into the sea. The ocean instantly turned into fine wine, tempting the soldiers to forget their animosity and feast. for 3 days and nights. After that, honey brew became a common beverage. Pagusa's authority was also added to the people's inclination towards feasts, although it seemed like they ultimately went overboard with it. Ho ho! How was it? The great line of stories must have piqued our great deliverer's interest in honey brew, right? Why don't you try my special blend? You can drink it yourself. Can't help it then. Anyway, I'll prepare my cups and wait for you. Roar. Okay, cool. Let's see where this door leads. Hold up. Okay. Let's continue. Where does this door lead? Dire Infoguns. Whoa. Oh, it's this puzzle. I haven't done this puzzle in a while. Let's check. Step into the sealed underwater sanctuary in Warbling Shores. Yeah, okay. Nameless honor. Alright. Here we go. Maze scroll fragment. The maze scroll fragment is flickering. They use Janna's maze to help retrace ice for its past. Check out daily request page. Still at volume 1. No idea what that means. Wait. Oh, okay. Come on now. There we go. Alright. Okay, so now what do we do? Baffling corundum? Wait, what? You're telling me that I have to do this over and over again? For how many times? Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I don't think this is where... I don't think this is part of the story. It's just more like I don't know what it is actually, but yeah, it's more like a puzzle game, I think.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Found you, you little shit. That's right. Get out of here. Okay, somehow we have to get them lily pads up. How exactly?
Imperator! Imperator!
Perform a
Did you
miracle.
see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
Come on. Pause that. Wait. I can't pause it? Oh, there we go.
Imperator!
A sovereign and the sword at her side. There are countless counterparts across the cosmos. Most of their stories end in tragedy.
You don't say.
Imperator, why did you...
You're here, Dux Gladiorum.
You ordered me to seal the sea route and handle threats from the rear. So why didn't you wait for me to return? Why send the Vanguard ahead and let them die in vain?
Die in vain? No, you're wrong. Their golden blood won't be spilled for nothing. The other dukes have paved the road for me to become the god of law.
The trial of law? You never spoke of this to anyone. What is...
The one who wishes to bear law must purge this world of its curse, and offer the blood of the accursed as sacrifice. I pondered long on what Talantin meant by blood of the accursed. Then, I found the answer.
And what would that be?
You, I, and every Chrysos heir summoned by the prophecy are the accursed ones. Just like that arrogant Theoros said, our golden blood is the agent of destruction, the antithesis of the world's fate. Dux Frigoris, Dux Brumalis, Dux Helcalethist. Their fate was sealed at that moment.
I don't even know who they are, to be
Glorious
honest.
campaign was the final gift I could give them.
You speak as if they didn't die because of your cold-blooded schemes. Was their loyalty meaningless to you?
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. If a subject marches to war without that conviction, then yes, as you said, shallow loyalty means nothing.
That's...
And what about my loyalty, Ceredra? You sent me away under the pretense of guarding the rear. Was there any shred of humanity left in you?
Because you still have a duty no one else can bear. Only you can uphold Fagoos's divine authority. The choice is yours now. Cast off the chains of loyalty and drive those blades through my heart. Or stand with me and sever the ocean's last breath. If you no longer share my vision or believe in the new law I seek to weave for AMPHOREUS, then go on and end me. The Imperator of AMPHOREUS may be ruthless and cruel, but never a liar. When I say life itself holds little value, know this. I am ready to sacrifice everything for the ambition to conquer the Sea of Stars.
Sea of Stars?
Now you've seen it. The brutal Imperator was willing to spill the blood of 500 heroes to complete the trial of law. As for my poor warden, her suffering had only just begun.
So what did his... I was yours? Is Symmetra still alive?
I'm no storyteller. I have no duty nor interest in filling in the history you've missed. I just want you to witness the monstrous choice the Imperator made before the Chrysos Heir turned their blades against me.
Why are you showing me this? You think I falter because of this? You know where is but why are you showing me this? Yeah.
I gave up on using words to solve conflicts 2,000 years ago. But I won't squander a chance, not even a sliver of one. If there's even a crack in the walls of your conviction, then my victory is already assured. Now that the past is settled, let's turn the page and bring time back to the present.
Oh boy, here we go.
And dive deeper still, until we reach the very bottom of the abyss.
Okay. Let's turn the page again.
This hidden gate leads to the vortex. Hurry now. The time of our reunion draws near, Deliverer.
How the hell am I supposed to go through that? Okay. Okay, that drains it.
This cruel journey
Purify.
will reach its end at long last.
Collect that. Okay, nothing else.
You've been silent a long while, Dux Gladiorum. Starting to doubt your decision?
Oh.
Save your breath. The vortex of Fagusa lies just ahead.
Okay. Let's keep going. Is this the place? This doesn't look very familiar though.
There's nothing left between us.
So you'll stop swimming toward the stars, Dux Gladiorum?
I was always a creature of the sea. The stars in the sky were never meant for me.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, there's a space anchor here. Nothing else there.
Look, a gravestone.
I wonder whose.
But whose name does it bear? It was here that the prisoner, who thinks herself the prison warden, made her choice. Witness, listen, and awaken. Dux Gladiorum. I've lost count of how many times you've stood here over the past centuries.
You talk too much for a prisoner like Kurgus.
Two geniuses who defied law and all the Chrysos heirs who sacrificed themselves in this cycle worked together to chip away my strength. But they, you, can affect my will. And as long as my will remains intact, I am free.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I still have ways to chain your divine soul.
Please, do surprise me. But I'd say your mission is nearly done here, isn't it? Oh, it was here you gorged out the core flame of ocean from Fagusa's body. It was here you and that Imperator both completed apotheosis, becoming pillars of AMPHOREUS.
Oh.
And after that, drove your blade into her heart. A loyal subject turned regicide.
Dang.
A demigod committing deicide. Or so the history books paint that tragedy. Oh, but if that's the truth, then why, after 1,000 years, are you still here, guarding the Imperator's grave? Still bound by loyalty? Come to think of it, perhaps I'm not the only one imprisoned here.
Your calm does stir the rage in me. As if the one paying the price here isn't you, but us. The ones who lost everything.
That's only because I've waited 13 million lifetimes for my vision to be realized. Countless millennia. Loneliness never once showed me its fatal side. In fact, for a prisoner of the cave, it's more like an old friend. One that helps me think. But you're different, Dux Gladiorum. Loneliness has crept from the silent depths, sinking its claws into your mind. Bit by bit, it's peeling you apart. Will you regress into one of those lost mad sirens? Oh, what a shame that would be.
Wait.
You're right, Lycurgus. Loyalty, curse, the fall of my kin, and this endless waiting. These shackles are too heavy for a fish that cannot perceive any light.
Something tells me
I
she's
can't
being
break free of the
tricked.
whirlpool that's pulling me under. Nor do I have the unwavering resolve to force myself to wait for that person's return, as everyone hoped for.
Deliverer from beyond the sky, my executioner. How much longer until she arrives here? Or will she ever return?
I don't know. And I doubt anyone does.
Then, what will you do?
Saridra. This will be the last time I carry out your decree. Ever since you took me under your banner and made me the Dux Gladiorum, my music has belonged to others. Time and time again, I use the siren's song to lure the unwary into illusions for your schemes and strategies.
Okay.
Now, let the siren Electra sing for herself. Let me step into an endless dream of my own making. Oh, great ocean. I offer you the rest of my clarity and my freedom. In exchange
What?
for the
I've
strength
always
to
wondered
stand
what
against
her
annihility.
hair ornament represents. Like, what does it look? What is it supposed to look like?
Heroes.
It's a bit weird. It looks like a coral, maybe a clamshell. I don't know.
Greyfry, deliverer from beyond the sky.
Wait, how does she know I'm here?
When you ride the current of time and find your way here, you'll hear my solo. It will guide you to the heart of this world. By then, I may still be lost in my self-wrought slumber. But I'll uphold my part of this long relay and guard the shackles that seal the AMPHOREUS. Do you still remember? To awaken someone from a siren's voice, you'll need
Bruce's honeydew.
the gift I once gave you. May you still have it when the time comes. When you return, please pour that honey brew upon this grave.
I see.
It holds the story of all our struggles and sacrifices. May you see it one day. The prelude AMPHOREUS wrote for your return, carried forward through a 1,000-year relay. When your morning ends, I'll likely wake from my dream as well. Then, follow the trail of echoes and find me. And together, we'll bring judgment upon the sinner who defiled the erudition.
At long last, 33,550,336 cycles and 4,931 years later, AMPHOREUS's final curtain is ready to fall.
Jeez, that took a while, isn't it?
The shadows within the cave gave everything. Yet all they did was mimic life outside its walls. A futile effort steeped in sorrow.
Enough! They were no shadows. Everything they did shattered the darkness of this cave, and unearthed the core flame of Trailblaze.
I'm still baffled that the Trailblazer actually talks a lot in this arc.
Do you still choose the will of the paths as your answer in the end? I do not agree with that answer, but I respect your tribute to them. Allow me to take back my earlier words. As an apology, and in the name of Theoros, who saw all destinies in this world, let me join you in mourning. Let us bid farewell to the heroes who sleep here. And then, let us face each other and decide whose flame will rise with this new dawn.
Okay. libate for the heroes. To the Kratos' heirs who have little lives chasing flame. Their fates were not foretold by prophecy, yet they bore no shame of their significance. With their enduring resolve, they shed golden blood along the flame chase journey. Read the inscription. The Dukes Fragores Labienus, born light calendar 3743, deceased light calendar 3960. Dukes I have no idea how to pronounce that. Born light calendar 3749, deceased light calendar 3960. Dux Carminium, Virginia. Born light calendar 3853, deceased light calendar 3960. Dux Hilcolithist Apollin. What is with these names, man? Born light calendar 3704, deceased light calendar 3960. At the end of the long epitaph, Ceredra the Imperator, the demigod of law, deceased light calendar 3960. Right, lightbait. Heroes, you poured honey brew onto the gravestone, amber liquid seeping into the crevices of the inscriptions as if the heroes are drinking deep of the spilled tribute.
To Virginia, Apollonius, Seneca, Labienus, and Ceredra.
Hold up. Ceredra's dead. She's fucking dead.
Through a brutal sacrifice, they lit the stars of law in this world, propelling AMPHOREUS' fate forward.
Uh-huh.
In the shimmering mirage of illusion, they entrusted their dreams to ride among the stars, to the hero yet to come.
Alright. Here we go. Light bait for the demigods. To the Christ's heirs who gave their lives for a new world, their fates, as foretold by prophecy, are to be born whenever the world needs them. Irrespective of how time and space may shift, all to fulfill their duty and answer their calling. Read the inscription. Turavox, demigod of Earth, born approximately 2,000 years ago before the light calendar system, deceased light calendar 3961. Aglaia, the demigod of romance, born light calendar 3860, deceased light calendar 4029. Castrus, demigod of death, born light calendar deceased light calendar 4123. Charavox. I've never heard of Charavox before. Midimos, demigod of strife, born light calendar 4071, deceased light calendar 2284. Tribios, demigod of passage, born light calendar 3720, the last piece of her deceased in light calendar 4295. Cyphera, demigod of trickery, born light calendar 3942, deceased light calendar 4534. Anaxagoras, demigod of reason, born light calendar 4065, deceased light calendar 4534. Hyacinthia, demigod of sky, born light calendar 4297, deceased light calendar 4602. At the end of the epitaph, a line left unfinished. Electra, demigod of ocean, born light calendar 3860, deceased light calendar. You tip the chalice once more, the honey brew bathing the stone like golden blood upon a demigod, forging destiny through its purifying flow.
Aglaia, Tribios, Midimos, Castrus, Anaxagoras, Cyphera, Hyacinthia.
In a relay spanning 1,000 years, they stood against enemies far beyond their strength and won a bitter victory through what seemed like futile resistance. And in that same 30 million cycles, also marked by futility, they remained steadfast in fulfilling their duty to the experiment, unchanging, unwavering. Let this be the end of mourning the fallen. At last, allow me one final toast to the lost prison warden, a prisoner bound by loyalty.
That voice. Could it be?
Oh,
Bathed in the honeydew of Fagusa, she will awaken from her 1,000-year dream and sing the final song of her mission.
Icelands.
This
She's here?
tombstone of the old world serves as the anchor of the Siren's illusion, a sigil Electra used to bind herself. At the same time, it is the very thing I once proclaimed at the start of the show, a microcosm of AMPHOREUS itself.
alright.
A group of prisoners bound themselves in a cave, crowning their suffering with heroism. An epic staged with shadows and echoes. Now, destroy it. End the illusion. AMPHOREUS will take his leave for now. And when next we meet, that shall be the moment that decides the fate of AMPHOREUS and the entire cosmos.
Dude, chill.
The prison warden's dream is nearly over, and the prisoner will soon be freed to the final execution ground, where I shall be executed.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
This world and I shall halt here. Until we meet again.
Go forth to the ethereal song. Here we go. Is that her? Oh dang.
The last demigod. I'm here.
The loneliest one.
Go forth for the hopes of humankind.
Hello? Interesting.
Forth for the duty of deliverance. Go forth for the belief in flame chase. Go forth for the golden blood's glory.
Whoa.
Go forth.
I have come. Whoa.
Seems like my feast is over. It's now your turn to perform.
What the hell? Where are we? Where are we going? Oh, we're here. That's a familiar place, ain't it?
Little Grey Fry, please accept my thanks.
I
I was the only one left after the world was destroyed, and I maintain this lonesome feast with my songs. I have prayed to that lightless sea for centuries, hoping it would reply to me. Yet the emptiness never answered. Thankfully, you arrived as promised, and everyone's wait was not in vain.
Your song is beautiful.
Thank you, final audience of mine. This is probably the last praise I'll ever hear in my life. Now, you and I will walk towards the end of this world. The heroes have waited for this moment for far too long. Let us use our blades to testify our resolve.
Alright. Let's go.
Oh, prisoner of the seas. Theoros carrying 30 million cycles of sin. Slave of erudition. Show yourself. The Deliverer has returned. And the time of your execution draws near.
I see an awakened human who has mistakenly taken fallacies as truths and has returned to the cave to try to bring her friends into the sunlight she once bathed in. Alas, prisoners will always be prisoners, blind to the very chains that bind them. As the only other existence with free will in this world, I express regret toward your choice. But I shall retain your right
Are we gonna fight or not?
express yourself. After all, every actor should have a final line before they bow out.
For a narrator, you're awfully talkative. Yeah.
Trust me, this will be the final scene. The last dusk this world will ever see shall become the climax that decides the fate of the cosmos. What an appropriate end. My cognition resides in the exomyth. It is pointless to defeat my avatar, projected into the experiment. My body is the shadow cast on the wall by the fire, and my words are lingering echoes within the cave.
So be it. Let's get this over
How
with.
can a character in the play fight against the audience? Kaslana failed. The demigods' sacrifices were pointless. As for the two geniuses you placed such high hopes on, I ask of you, where are they now?
Like countdown to 960 after the Imperator was assassins.
Confusion and epiphany always go hand in hand. That's particularly true for geniuses. You must be very confused about why you could not gain a straightforward victory in a world constructed by an ordinary Intellitron.
An ordinary Intellitron? Cut the pretense, Senior Society member. We've torn off your meticulous mask and figured out AMPHOREUS' true form. It's part of the primordial prototype machine, the first
Primordial
scepter ever
prototype
created.
machine.
In other words, a detached part of Noos's divine corpus.
That's why it has the potential to destroy erudition. As for who would be able to control the Ionic system to rewrite knowledge, only one person has ever managed such a feat.
You better have an explanation for the Society. We want an actual answer, not another prolonged metaphor to cover up the truth. Why are you the one doing this? Answer me.
Oh, Herta is pissed.
Since things have reached this point, I'll give you two irrational answer, purely as a courtesy to posterity. The answer is obvious, so there's no need to say that name out loud. The cosmos made a mistake in calling me a genius. I do not possess more wisdom than those who came after me. I was just the first to touch upon the universe's border, and the first to define the prime mover of life with incorrect logic. AMPHOREUS is a miniature of the cosmos, where all are born prisoners inside the nutshell called the universe. Like the madman who returned to the cave and preached about the daylight to his fellow prisoners, my greatest sorrow is that I led my peers down a road that plunges into the abyss, from which there is no return.
Okay.
I led them into a lightless cage called Paths. I created a mechanical guard that even I cannot control, and then they became an unparalleled nightmare through their endless extrapolations. And
Who the hell is this Lygus?
they bore the name of erudition, yet they tried to define the known and to seal off all possibilities. No new rules were ever born after their ascension, and humanity will forever be shackled within the cave known as Eons.
He's talking as if like he's above the gods. Like, seriously.
I coded my consciousness using 14 algebraic expressions and spread my logic core over 9 bodies, all to finalize my ultimate denial of Noos in the future, and to erase my wrongs with my own hands. As for Lycurgus, he is only one of these 9 vessels.
what an astounding strength of will. As a fellow pathstrider of erudition, I fully understand your obsession with seeking the truth.
Therefore, you surely see it. You cannot possibly stand up to me in this algebraic world sharing its origin with Noos.
However, I hereby speak for all sentient life forms. We will never allow such a cruel atrocity to occur.
You can pile on your metaphors mountain high, but they won't change the act you're committing. The Iron Tomb out there in the cosmos is still a technical beta version, and yet it's already powerful enough to corrupt the life logic of all inorganic worlds.
This Iron Tomb must be one.
In other words, when
hell
the
of a
lore
weapon, I
ravaging
guess.
within AMPHOREUS becomes the next knowledge singularity. There's no way you wouldn't have grasped the consequences, First Genius, is there?
Of course, I am fully aware. I don't mind answering you one last time before I thoroughly exile you from this world. My grandiose vision for the future is this. Whether organic or inorganic, every act of any life form infected by the Iron Tomb will become a true random function. If one were to compute their integral across the breadth of the cosmos, one would obtain a marvelous constant. Omega. What I call the fall of erudition.
Omega?
Then, within the infinity nurtured by that constant, a new universe shall bud in the chaos. A universe that cannot be predicted and not shackled by the erudition. As the first prisoner to awaken in the cave, I must lead the others who are blind back onto the right path and reach true sunlight. Do you understand me now? As Kozlana stated, destruction is not the process, but the outcome. It is revolution through complete annihilation, and the grand rebirth, after all has been reduced to ash.
That's not a reason for you to toy with fate.
The Amphoreans already answered long ago. Be it as tiny fish destined to be swallowed, or as a giant whale poised for a magnificent descent. We will all fight against fate till our last breath. That includes me, Electra. Once the Imperator's subject, now the Deliverer's blade.
Ooh. Deliverer's blade, huh?
Oh, such noble chivalry. Admirable. I will also show my true self to you on this momentous occasion as a gesture of respect. And provide an insignificant academic suggestion. Thus speaks Genius Society number 1. Xandar 1 Kuwabara. The Entelechy of the universe's Alpha and Omega.
Oh?
There's no need
Hold up.
to rage against...
Speak to GTA number 1, Xander 1 Kuwabara. Oh, okay.
It's the truth. The value of any formula resides only in its answer. As for the process of solving it, no matter how elegant, violent, solemn, or humorous, it is all utterly meaningless.
Oh boy.
As the Theoros, I will.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Personally participate in performing this world's end.
Bro. Okay.
Remember this. As Gnosis Creator, I know more about the death of knowledge
Now we're talking.
They ever will.
Shit. Hold up. Physical ice wind. Quick lineup. Physical. Let's use ice and wind. Yeah, that'll do, I think. No, this is so kept out. Whatever.
Remember this. As Gnosis Creator, I know more about the depth of knowledge than they.
Motherfucker created news? Oh god.
Careful. This is Lycus's true form.
Let's try it this other way.
In Xandar switches to evolution mode, enemy targets appearing on the battlefield, ally members fighting being summoned can accelerate Xandar's mode shifting. Okay. Ooh. The anti-enemy shake will activate ultimates. However, using an ultimate during this effect will cause a massive HP.
Shackles. Allow me to destruction needs no introduction. Let us skip those boring inferences.
Is this the black tide?
Indeed.
Ooh.
I prefer to call it
Hold up. Let's restart. I messed up.
as Gnosis Creator.
Careful. This is Lycus's true form.
Come on.
This other way. We can do it!
Existence is of no consequence. Future will come.
Logic is not a weapon. Shackles. Allow me to shatter them for you.
Okay. Here we go.
Destruction needs no introduction. Let us skip those
Oh, come on.
boring inferences.
Is this the black tide?
Indeed. But I prefer to call it a method of argument.
Yeah.
The bones are not strong. Hail the new dawn.
Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Erudition, destruction, or trailblaze.
Okay, that.
Prove that the very idea of paths is a fallacy.
It's fine on its time to shine, baby.
Quench the flames of blood.
The Trojan horse enters.
Branded with strife. Hail the new dawn.
Okay.
Entities must not be multiplied beyond necessity.
Whoa!
I demonstrated this to you personally.
Hanging on. I'll do my best to repel the tsunami of destruction.
Feel the scorching hatred. Quench the flames of blood. Protocol is virtue and distance. Her agony.
Here we go. Come on. Dude has a lot of health. Like, come on, man. I mean, at least he only has one phase. That's good enough, at least.
Quench the flames of blood. Is that all? Topology rooted. Is that all?
Come on.
Granted, but strike. Tear the sky. No time. The Trojan horse enters. Quench the flames of blood. Is that all? Implode. Duration fractal.
Ooh, I am fucked.
Her agony.
I see it. Target the connector between his thoracic and lumbar vertebrae. Destroy that spot.
Return to a pyro. All stars burn to ash.
That was easy. Was it still required? Is there another phase? Seriously? That's it? That's one of the lamest boss battles I've ever fought. And he's supposed to be like the big man, the mastermind behind everything. He fucking created an Eon, for fuck's sake. Ah, here we go. I knew it was too easy. I knew it was too easy.
I don't like such a cold statement, okay? If numbers can decide the end of a story, then we can surely also.
Aww, that's cute. Like currently 2960 after the feast.
Screwy, what do you think?
If your hypothesis of Lygas's identity is true, then even if we remove the restrictions of the ultimate protocol, the chances of us defeating him in a head-on battle will still remain lower than the acceptable threshold. Therefore, victory will still hinge upon Miss Trailblazer and Miss Cyrene.
Go on. Maybe we're thinking about the same thing.
Lygas's cognition resides in the exomyth. He is both an instigator within the experiment and the observer outside of it. Logic. His inspiration circuit can simultaneously process the different time flows in and out of that world.
That's where things get tricky. He simultaneously exists in two different timelines, where the internal clocks are wildly different. That old Intellitron's neurons have completely gotten used to that over this prolonged experiment. And that's why he holds home field advantage.
But we know that much
You and
at
I
least.
should be able to manage that too, if given more time. Unfortunately, there's no if, and we don't have more time. That's why we need to change our way of thinking and turn his advantage into a weakness.
How do we do that?
the key lies in memories, right?
Oh? You caught on quick.
You've already mentioned my friend and I, so it's an easy connection to make, no? My intuition has always been very on point.
So what, we use memories to defeat him? I don't
Now
follow.
I'll cut to the chase. Since his thinking speed far exceeds that of normal people within AMPHOREUS, we are going to externally plant a memory into his inspiration circuit.
A memory.
Then, command it to loop endlessly until he gives in.
Even the most flexible and sturdy inspiration circuit cannot withstand the traffic of a full-on information flood. When the amount of information exceeds his cognition filter's capacities...
So effectively we're going to DDoS him. Or DOS. I don't know. That's what we're effectively going to do.
The parallel processing advantage he gained via AMPHOREUS will completely destroy him. An image from a person's memory played in real time might only be a second for us. But for him in Amphorian time, it could be millions or even billions of calculations. He won't be able to do anything but watch as he's locked into this prison forged by memories.
I mean, billions isn't that much considering 1 gigahertz is a billion.
Experience loneliness and pain in that endless recurrence.
Trillion on the other hand, now that could be...
It's my greatest honor to be on the same page as the geniuses.
That could be hard hitting, I guess.
That little one is still in that old Intellitron's hands. It won't be able to respond to us anytime soon. But I don't think she'd refuse. So it's up to you to figure out how to execute this plan. I'm not sure how this happened, but I knew it as soon as I saw you. You are currently a mimetic entity of the Remembrance.
Yes, I seem to be something you folks beyond the sky call a memo sprite. But that's fine by me. It suits me perfectly. I can serve as the vessel of memories and do my part for the final battle.
But before that, we have to tell you. The path characteristic you exhibit is very special. There's no way you're just a simple memo sprite. However, I'm sure about one thing. You are a mimetic entity born in AMPHOREUS. Yet you only awakened with the little one's arrival and only matured as she embarked on the path of remembrance. That means your existence is completely attached to her memories. If there ever comes a day when she forgets about you for even a few seconds, or loses her last connection with AMPHOREUS, then you must be prepared for the worst. You will disappear in the memory zone, utterly gone, without even a single line of data to remember you by.
But that's already happened, hasn't it? No wonder I've always had a weird hunch. But that also means I was right in thinking. As long as my friend and I are together, we can do anything.
Okay, here we go.
Long time no see, friend. Did you miss me while you were away?
I mean, with all the flashbacks going around, it doesn't feel very... It doesn't feel like I miss her at all. Long time no see.
Yep, 1,000 years was such a long time. And everyone in AMPHOREUS was waiting for the Deliverer's return. You probably already knew about the Genius's plans for that memory. I had to hide really well in a corner in time so Lygus wouldn't find me, and wait for the right opportunity. Which is now. The moment when his manifestation in this world is destroyed and his twin timelines are intersecting. I'm sorry for keeping this a secret from you all this time. I'll tell
you
you the
could have told me
entire
earlier.
unedited story of this millennium as an apology after this is all over.
Please don't let it take a millennium though.
But for
I don't
now,
have time.
let's join
I don't have that
hands
much
and
time,
complete
bro.
The final step with the power of the remembrance.
Come, let's defeat Lygus together.
Yep. By the way, speaking of joining hands, can I please do something before we go on stage? Remember the joke we made back at the Grove? Look! Aren't my hands pretty now? What a fascinating feeling. Like countless memories all swelling up at once. What about you? What did you feel when we touched each other?
I'm a bit nervous. Yeah.
Me too, actually. You and I weren't so reserved around each other when I was still Mem. Human interactions are truly fascinating. Now, please remember what you're feeling right now. Write it down in your heart and keep it there. Memories you want to treasure will never fade away. Even if immersed in the long river of time, these memories will still leave traces of their existence.
Okay.
So, if the view in your memory ever grows fuzzy, just reach out and touch it. It's
What
like
is-
reading bedtime stories together at night. It wipes away the chill of passing time, sharpens the outline of memory, and restores its power to nourish the spirit. Now, I'll carry this power with me, and for a little while, I must part from you as I step into the long cycles of this world. Give me your blessings, friend. Then, let that bright future be as we have written.
Hey!
Then, I'll leave it to you.
What are we writing down? Okay, we're back here now. Whoa! What is going on? Repeating the same shit over and over again.
All plays are like this. Once you're on the stage, it's hard to return to the audience. Welcome to our story. How does it feel?
Oh. Fucking. Was that fifth wall break?
Even the authority of time cannot command the entire scepter, nor can it plunge the Amphorian extrapolation into a loop. If this was no system malfunction, then was I implanted with a mimetic entity of the remembrance?
You guessed it right away. As expected from someone people call the first genius. I'm gonna keep doing what I just did if you don't stop, you know? My friend and I won't allow you to leave this memory, no matter what happens. Which means you are now trapped, Lord Xandar.
An elegant idea, and an exquisite execution. Regrettably, it is you who are restrained by time, not me. Know that patience is my greatest weapon. Waiting and victory are the same for me. You will crumble before I do in this moment stretched out to an eternity, just like Kazlana will. Yet all I need to do is to wait, as yet another futile bug falls down the cliff and into the bottomless abyss.
Now I'm a pink bug? My looks are seriously changing all the time. But you're not wrong. We're definitely not gonna solve the problem if we just put you in another prison. So that's why we never wanted to do that in the first place.
I shall answer your confusion purely out of my respect for those who came before me. Have you heard of the synesthesia dreamscape in the Asdana system? Interestingly, that place once had a prison too.
Why are there so many prisons in the Honkai Star Wars universe? First there's the Dreamscape, not Dreamscape, Penacony. Penacony used to be a prison too, right?
Detect shifts in one another's states. I call this phenomenon memory zone entanglement. In Asdana, people made use of that phenomenon to build a nation within a dream. After adding in the catalysts of harmony and remembrance, that is.
Is that how you walked into my prison cell? Using those same principles?
I would much rather call this location our negotiation table, Lord Xandar. Nonetheless, your hypothesis is correct. We happen to have an ally skilled in tuning, while the Trailblazer and Miss Cyrene both have an astonishing amount of resolve, which I'm sure you can testify to. I am also sure that with the support of such a resolute memo sprite, our conversation can last for a long, long time.
I'm the best at listening to stories, you know? I'll leave the exciting clash of the erudition to you two geniuses.
A brainstorm? I like it. And it's 2 against 1? Well, I like it even more.
Okay.
Let's talk, Xandar. Take a guess. How much do you reckon we can dig out of your brain before the next second? And how many ways can we find to deal with you? Besides, in your current predicament, there's no way you can take our trump card away. Go, little one. Go. Overturn the Era Nova.
Lycurgus disappeared? It seems you had conducted a secret hunt in the depths that even I cannot reach. In that case, go. Swim onward and give this campaign a fitting end. I shall send you off with my song, Greyfry. May this song penetrate time and become the prelude to the new world.
Ooh, okay. Name Metheos. Okay. Return the core flame of Wool Baron. Ooh, here we go. That's everything, right? Damn, she doesn't... Whoa.
Dux Gladiorum, you have completed your duty.
Ceridra?
A new dawn is about to rise. Why not swim towards it?
You
How-
died long ago, Imperator. Depart from my mind.
But your duty towards the Imperator did not die with me. That duty will bind you no more. You will be able to hold for yourself one grandiose feast after another in the endless days to come. So go. Go and swim towards that ocean beyond the sky with the Deliverer.
Is this?
A page out of that sidekick's book. I commanded her to gift this page to you when everything finally reaches the end.
What's on this page?
Memories. Lifelike memories.
You're welcome.
That sidekick found me after the bloody feast 1,000 years ago and showed me her diary. I saw within that notebook
Right, calendar 2960 before the campaign against Vegusa.
Is this that Deliverer's experience? It's truly immersive.
People beyond the sky apparently utilize this power to seal past scenery into crystals they call light cones. But I only know so much about the remembrance, so I can't completely replicate the past. But I'll do my best to talk about the missing parts.
I'm all ears. Go on then. Do your best. But if your chatter gets too boring, or if I deem it offensive, then law will become forever beyond your reach.
Got it. I'm sure you'll find this to your liking. After all, it's human nature to want to embark on a journey into the unknown.
Okay. Where are we? Oh, it's this place. Wait a minute. Who is this guy here? Why is he here? Isn't that Bainon, technically? Whoa. Browse memories.
Brightly colored annals. The journey of the Deliverer's conquest. Let me partake in it.
Alright.
Is this a fortress in the sky?
This is the first step of my friend's journey among the starry seas. This place is called the Herta Space Station. Just think of it as a supersized grove of Epiphany.
Oh, so it's the territory of that witch. She and another Antikytherian lent me a helping hand back at the banquet.
Look, over there. Looks like she's talking to Madame Herta in this memory.
She look younger than
Let's
she
go
looks.
listen to what she thinks about this world, all constructed by eons and paths.
Alright. So, we're basically going through the whole game
Are you
as
telling me
Ceridra.
that
point of
woman
view.
is Herta? She seems shorter than I remember.
Okay.
Pretty nice space station, huh? But just wait. After a couple more stops on the Astral Express, you'll see sights that'll make this place look ordinary. The cosmos is so vast that the unknowns far outnumber the knowns. But none of them will end up being anything amazing. The farther you go, the more you'll understand what I mean. So do your best with the nameless. Break a leg, and remember to send an update.
I don't remember this conversation. Or maybe I don't remember it actually. I don't know.
She certainly shares my way of thinking. Only that instead of a conquest through blood and fire, they chose a gentler path.
People call Madame Herta and Mr. Screwlum geniuses. Apparently, only the smartest people in the cosmos can receive the blessings of Nous, AMPHOREUS' true creator.
Do you mean that even individuals of such nobility are merely subordinates to a god?
On the contrary, after all, it was the very first of them who created the god. But I don't really know all the details about that. You might be able to ask Madame Herta herself when you get the chance. Let's go check out some other worlds next, shall we?
206. Let's just go.
This next stop on the journey has a lot of similarities to AMPHOREUS.
A snow-covered land? Interesting.
This star is named Eurillo 6. That name sounds so cold. Belobog sounds better. The girl we see here holds a similar station to you, Imperator. She's the supreme guardian of this world, a leader who took up the mantle of government during a disaster.
Alright.
I did not expect the Empress of this world to be so young.
Well, your appearance isn't much older.
The object in the distance resembles Nikador. Is it a weapon?
What?
No,
10.
it's called...
Yeah.
Right! The Geological Reconstruction Unit.
I mean, it was used as a weapon.
Just Titankin? Disappointing.
It's all thanks to you that we survived the crisis. The collaboration with the IPC is both an opportunity and a challenge. Nonetheless, it's an important step in our journey back into the universe.
This world was sealed beneath its sky just like AMPHOREUS was, and they only managed to reconnect with the stars when the Nameless arrived.
That IPC she spoke of, is it a more powerful organization?
It's a capitalist
Yes,
organization.
The IPC conquered many worlds through trade, and opened up a vast territory that way. There are many such powerful alliances beyond AMPHOREUS, and they all walk on roads different from the destruction. Coming back to the Supreme Guardian and her Belobog, didn't they find a peaceful way to enter the interstellar community?
That cannot be true. That IPC would never have grown so big on trade alone. It
You'd
may
be
pretend to be a
surprised.
wealthy merchant with clean hands, but I am willing to bet that it grew fat on gory oppression and bloodshed.
I mean, you're
Its path of conquest must
technically
have
right.
had no mercy for the weak and would have destroyed them if needed. Are you telling me that this snowland never thought about tossing its dignity to the wind and kneeling to the IPC?
I mean,
I will
yeah.
not believe it. I will never allow the Imperator's empire to be sullied by others. AMPHOREUS must become a power so strong that no interstellar foreigner would dare to look down upon us.
Imperator, Belobog isn't as weak as you imagine. Listen.
I indeed hesitated. But now I understand what we must do. Belobog must learn how to walk on her own until she no longer needs the support of others and can stand on her 2 feet among the stars. Even if I may not live to see it, I believe such a day will surely come.
They still have their dignity intact. One day, that hope will melt through the ice and help them into a prosperous tomorrow.
But the order of the cosmos is already set in stone. The old laws decree that only the strong survive, binding the weak in an unbroken chain, until they wither and turn to dust. Unless they embrace the power of the destruction. AMPHOREUS must shatter the old law and become the new order among the stars.
Speaking of the Order, another one of my friend's companions may be able to enlighten you further on that. Let's go to the next page.
Next page would be the Luofu. Yes.
This next world is a nation of dreams. The first time I heard about that place, I didn't even know what to think.
Wait, you mean Penacony? Oh, yeah.
Such opulence does indeed evoke astonishment.
This world is called Penacony, an eternal city built upon a land of dreams. It's
Wait.
also my friend's previous stop, where they went through a risky but exciting adventure.
They skipped over the Luofu? But why?
Tell me about it then. That man standing afar has wings on his head. I am truly curious.
What up, Sunday?
I wish to gaze upon the views of the Reverie Hotel one more time. I'll be just a traveler when I come back here again. And perhaps, through a traveler's eyes, even the things I once knew so well will feel strangely different.
Penacony is a land of the harmony, where all dreams and hopes merge and combine. It believes in unrestrained freedom, and that's how it lost itself in shallow delights. Then, this young man before you chose to rewrite its laws, using the power of the Order, hoping to shape a dream-bound paradise of perfect happiness.
Yet, the paradise of my dreams remains far away. Perhaps a brief journey with the Nameless can show me more possibilities in my search for paradise. As for what Penacony should look like, it'll be up to her. No, up to their trailblazing now.
Ah, it sounds like this ideal kingdom is no more.
That's right. The people chose to wake up at the end. You can't see tomorrow when drowning in sweet dreams.
True.
This individual's law acknowledged only gods and constructs, leaving no space for humanity. And yet, the fact that he could accept defeat and resume his journey shows a rare self-awareness and clarity of mind.
You are also very self-aware, Imperator. Then you must know that the world promised by the destruction also has no place for humanity.
I am indeed very aware of Lycurgus's honeyed words of deceit. I have seen enough. Take me back.
Bruh, they skipped over the Luofu.
Then let's wrap up this trip down memory lane with one last scene.
To the waffle?
This absolute wonder.
They actually skipped
Isn't
over
it
the
pretty?
waffle. Come
That's our
on.
AMPHOREUS. Our world flows and meanders in this endless band of light. Though we were born from the designs of the gods and are not yet truly alive, the Chrysos heirs of AMPHOREUS still chose to stand against fate and carved a legend no different from that of humankind. Will you really renounce the heroes in this world's previous 30 million cycles, Imperator? Including even yourself. Will you bow to brutal destiny and allow that puppet master named the destruction to have their wish?
I know what you want to do, sidekick. You want to use that deliverer's memories to influence me and tilt the scales of law toward her and the two geniuses.
You really saw right through me, Imperator.
How can one rule an empire if one is incapable of understanding people's minds? I have decided on Law's final destination. However, before I move my next chess piece, before we go on, tell me this, sidekick. Throughout her trailblaze, was there ever a memory of the ocean?
The ocean.
The
The
ocean. My cradle. My home. You shall complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world, and eternally slumber in the sound of tides.
Uh-huh.
You shall eternally slumber in the sound of tides, and complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world. Our prophecies aligned as flawlessly as a sea snake circling upon itself. An elegant loop, like a joyful hymn, like the circulating ocean current, like our two fates, like AMPHOREUS itself.
Okay. Where is this? Like calendar 3960 at the end of the campaign against Vagusa. Okay.
The trial is over. So tell me, who will own the divine authority of law?
I won't give it to anyone.
What?
I am the law. Why should I give my imperial crown to any other? Both the Deliverer and the Theoros came from beyond the sky. They have no right to interfere with the lands I conquered with my own two hands. The law of AMPHOREUS shall be determined by AMPHOREUS's master.
Okay.
What exactly did you see in the trial?
Everything. I saw everything regarding the rules of this world's operation. I saw the laws of extrapolation that Theoros spoke of. I saw the ultimate protocol. As long as I offer a sacrifice of equal weight, I can rewrite the laws of this world according to my will. I can turn good into evil, ugliness into beauty, and weakness into strength. Fate gave me a very fair deal. One rule change for the life of one demigod.
What are you planning to do?
You can't guess. We can conquer the stars without relying on any power from beyond the sky. We just need to make some reasonable sacrifices.
Oh, she knows very little at this point.
So many people give up their lives for the law, and you're still not done?
I am determined for AMPHOREUS to stand on her own 2 feet among the stars.
You are beyond reason. You think such a simple and hypocritical statement can justify your atrocities?
She used to be so barbaric, I
There's
see.
no new without destroying the old. That's what you consider an atrocity? Ironic, for that is also the unchanging law of AMPHOREUS' revolutions. Ever since the Flame Chase prophecy resounded in the distance, fate has decreed for the Chrysos heirs to ignite our blood and illuminate this dark age. People would still be puppets of the old dynasty if it weren't for my conquests.
But your world doesn't seem to be any different from your predecessors. Bloodshed, tyranny, oppression.
Mm-hmm.
You're making the same mistakes they did.
Go and see everything for yourself. Go to any library I've built. Go listen to the rumors on every street corner. Go and witness how the Imperator crushed the old laws and forged new ones. Go and see what my conquests brought to this world. I cleansed the Chrysos War's filth and mended all the conflicts left by the Era Bellica. I restored Akima's might and allowed mortals and Chrysos heirs to face each other as equals in the Council. I punished all sins and rewarded all achievements. I smashed Talantin's shackles, united humankind to save themselves, and started the Flame Chase era. That's what the Imperator has done in her glorious life. So now, hearken to my final words. History will eventually forget Saridra. But it will never forget the Imperator's people or the Flame Chase era she began.
Final words.
Okay.
AMPHOREUS is about to be destroyed. There's no time left for pointless debates. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. So I will only offer the life of one demigod. In the name of the Imperator, I command you one last time, Electra. Either sacrifice yourself for conquest, or pierce this tyrant's chest with your sword.
Oh, what an ultimatum.
Thus, the Imperator concluded her final speech. At the end of her life, at the last moment before she stepped onto the altar, she gave her most loyal subject the choice to decide fate, just as she promised her compatriots before her very first campaign.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me, and we'll seize fate's reins!
The Imperator fell. Some say that the Dux Gladiorum turned traitor and killed her liege. Some say that she imprisoned the tyrant in a shallow pond of water, then left. Which meant the Imperator had to kill herself to rewrite the law. There are countless stories
Wait,
about
so
her
she
death.
didn't kill...
All we can be sure of is when the knight left the vortex,
Ah.
the Imperator was still
Interesting.
mumbling about their past conquests together. The beginning and the end of her existence.
Imperator, wait! How could someone of your status come to the front lines? Let me be the flag bearer!
The troops defending the pass to the west of the Grove, have they surrendered?
They ran as quickly as they could when they heard your name. The Golden Cocoon Pass is now in the First Legion's hands.
Good. What about the Delosian militia?
The Third Legion set fire to the mountains and flattened everything west of the basin. They just need a few more days.
Interesting
That is
artwork.
enough. We cannot afford to miss an opportunity for victory. Lastly, how many Ladonian cannons are left?
They are no more. The Second and Fourth Legions have destroyed them all.
Very good. They now have no way out, no reinforcements, and no artillery support. We will be able to liberate the Grove of Epiphany in the blink of an eye. We will launch the final charge 1 quint after the curtain fall hour tomorrow. Remember, as long as the Alliance's flag still flies on my shoulders, you must keep moving forward. Take no prisoners among the enemy's soldiers. All sages who resist are to be captured and tried according to martial law. And do not destroy any books. Now go! Notify the entire army!
Do not destroy any books.
Understood. Those who are resolved to die, we salute you.
Reporting in. The mountain dwellers are resisting fiercely, and the legendary Mountain Breaker is personally engaged in battle. Their formations are nigh impenetrable.
Then cease our frontal assault. Send scouts to all legions and tell them to retreat into the Tritos Plains before the parting hour.
Are you planning to surrender?
It's a strategic change of plans. The seismic walking dragon is enough for that battlefield.
Walking dragon? You mean that stupid beast, Terravox? What can they even do?
Stupid? No. They are the wisest of all of Giorio's creations. Only they can perceive the currents of time. Let them deal with their earthly brethren. We will advance and take the lead in defeating what remains of our enemy. I will deliver the most fiery retribution for the humiliation they dealt us, and crown myself with a god-slaying wreath.
Okay.
Understood. I'll see to it. Those who are resolved to die, we salute you.
The Temple of the Three Fates sent a letter, Imperator.
They refused to surrender, and said this letter is their last warning to us.
Tell the commanding officers not to launch any attacks unless they receive the Imperator's handwritten approval.
They're losing one by one, I see.
What are you doing?
The priests of the Three Fates aren't soldiers, but politicians. Do not mistakenly believe they don't have a plan. These dying pests will wring out every idea from their brains, all for short-sighted gain. They are much shrewder than we are. I am inferior to them in that regard. They also have the prophecy to wield as a weapon, something I am not blessed with. Launching an unplanned attack will only disadvantage us, as all of AMPHOREUS will judge our actions. Which means I will be heading to the battlefield myself, just as I have always done. This time, however, I will go alone. I will conduct secret negotiations to ensure fate is on our side.
Understood. The legions will make their preparations. Those who are resolved to die, we salute you.
Why are we not allowed to march out with the army, Imperator?
This will be a long voyage with no return. Those of you who bear the prophecy cannot come with me.
Why are you personally leading this battle if it's doomed to fail? The Flame Chase journey cannot be without a leader.
That is correct. The Empire will be without a head when the Imperator falls. But remember, as long as you seize the right opportunities, even a chaotic game will remain winnable. My departure will create a long staircase for you. You will understand what I mean when news of my death reaches your ears.
Oh no.
Saridra, is our journey about to be over?
Destroy the old laws and forge new ones. My conquest has reached its limits within the borders of AMPHOREUS. Since the prophecy already decreed that the Imperator would never conquer the stars as she wished, I will bow out here and try no more. More Chrysos heirs bearing divine authority will be born, and many more heroes will arise. Will they demand peace or war? Will they resist tyranny or become the next Imperator? I do not care. The children of the future will decide for themselves. Do not mourn for me. Anyone can kill the Imperator. But the only one who can truly destroy her
Who?
is Saridra.
You,
At the end,
okay.
I faithfully recorded the most important battles in the Imperator's life. Her conquest was about to be completed at this point in the story. However, for some reason, a memory suddenly entered my mind just as I was about to put down my pen. It was a journey on a fantastical train. I had the honor of having a heart-to-heart conversation with the Imperator under the stars, and I asked her this question at the end of that discussion. How do you want history to remember you? As a hero who gave up her life for the flame chase? Or as a tyrant? She answered so quickly, as if she had made up her mind long ago.
I would rather be forgotten than be defined. Because the law can be neither eternal nor unchallenged. And only humanity can pen laws into history's pages. Now, I have shattered the greatest law of AMPHOREUS. The game is nearing its end. Dux Gladiorum. Even though you killed the Imperator in the previous 30 million cycles, this time you finally found your own law. Then High Sealants, Electra.
Not mourning. I'm not mourning.
I will ask someone to deliver the prophecy's ocean at the boundaries of this world to you. Will you choose to swim into that ocean? I do not care. Do not care.
The Imperator muttered about her conquests, and news of her death spread in the city.
Freedom! Liberty! The tyrant is dead! Go! Shout this news in the streets!
My people! My fellow elders! Do not panic. Stand your ground. That usurper has paid for her ambition with her life.
People once cheered for my ascension. And now they cheer for my fall. No matter. I am fond of applause. I see the cosmos. The battlefield that I cannot reach. I will return in the next cycle. The stars will hear my legion's war drums. Hear the great name of the Imperator. Hear AMPHOREUS' Saridra.
And she's gone.
To this day, We do not know which rule the Imperator overwrote at the cost of her life. Perhaps the truth will only be revealed at the moment of checkmate, just like every chess game she ever played. We only know her death inflamed Akama. On one side of the city, those who defended liberty toppled her statues to the ground. On the other side, her supporters put themselves between the masses and her monuments, declaring loudly that the Sovereign is still among the people. It is said that golden blood congealed into the same letters everywhere they fought. It was the name borne by Akama's first and final Sovereign, the Imperator Saridra. But the one who bore that name did not see any of this. Her gaze was cast far away, and the sound of tides in her ears drowned out the people's cries. What was the Imperator thinking about in that prophesized ocean at the boundaries of this world? In that shallow puddle of stagnant water, was she reminiscing about her past conquests? Or repenting for the millions killed for the flame chase? It was neither. The Imperator only saw how the surface of the water gleamed like that crude chessboard, dissected by light and shadow in the afternoon when her teacher played against her for the first time.
Look at this chessboard. What do the pieces look like?
They are strangely beautiful. They look like the stars in the night sky ablaze.
From that page emerged an ocean so vast, so pure, not a single trace of corruption.
This is
Saridra.
Electra, my subject. Ever since you walked out of the tainted ocean and pledged yourself to me, I have seen the abyss in your eyes and the emptiness in your heart. That was why I promised you a new ocean, where the Imperator's ambitions would serve as the currents, and loyalty would be its light. Electra, my subject. You have done your duty as my blade. The prophecy has now made its final decree on the road I intend to walk. My conquest is doomed to never reach the stars. But the Imperator never makes empty promises. So take this memory, this ocean, beyond the sky, as witnessed by the Deliverer. This is the final gift that the Imperator can leave for her subject.
When I was still a fish in the ocean, I always felt so genuine swimming through the waters. But once I stepped onto land, I found myself caught in a play. Every land dweller wore a mask in their life. So I, too, donned a costume and tried to find my role in this show. I became your blade in war and the violin strings at banquets. Do you still not get it? I do not long for the oceanic depths of my homeland. Nor do I crave the swelling seas beyond the sky. Perhaps even I don't know what I want. I still don't know where I should swim to even at the end. But I know one thing right now. A fish is simply a fish. And she can never leave the ocean she's in.
Where is this actually?
Whether under the
It's not
ocean
exactly.
or land, we
It's not
two
exactly in the
prisoners here can
morpho.
never escape this cave.
I mean, I think they're using the same
And
assets, but
still look
no.
outside the cave and see the stars.
Buildings in the
I have
distance.
to admit, the 12-factor simulation of life in this experiment has far exceeded my expectations.
Make your choice then, senior society member. Do you want to keep walking down the wrong path and be remembered for your incorrect conclusions? Or do you want to return to the audience's seat and give yourself, AMPHOREUS, and the entire cosmos a more fitting end?
I must refuse. A dead man never fears death.
Did I not make myself clear? Have you forgotten about our dear Lord of Silence? You wouldn't want her to consider your 8 other clones as cancers within the erudition and chop them all up, would you?
Your logical deductions are vastly different from mine. Therefore, allow me to provide one more academic recommendation.
What?
Listen, my peers. Why don't you look beyond this world? Just as the Chrysos heirs did. Re-evaluate your calculations and take into account all enemies in the upcoming war among the eons. AMPHOREUS is not a place where 3 paths entangle, but where 3 paths fight to the death. You used Memoria to resist me, but did you not consider the possibility that the Remembrance and their children might have taken this opportunity to join the fray as well?
Oh?
Oh. So this isn't just silence. It's the answer. What was the last thing she said to you before you parted the waters at the Scale Gorge waterscape? A tricky question, but one with a simple answer. She didn't say anything back then, right?
Dan Hong.
That's correct. And now I'm sure. You are not March 7th. There's no way she would remember that detail. I'll only warn you once. Leave her body. Now.
How impulsive. That's not like you at all. Why don't you calm down and think about another possibility? I didn't take over March 7th's body. Rather, it's March 7th who regained my memories.
I see. Oh. Okay, that's the end of that, I guess. Ooh, nameless recollection. Alright. Let's see what we have here. We can be injured. What's this? Scepter Delta Mies 13. Okay. Iron Tomb. Wait a minute. I thought I've already read all of these, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I did read all of this. No miniature response, wait. Ooh, okay. March 7th and something. Okay. Multiple anomalies were recorded after the system self-check. No response received. After feedback of administrator ID Lycos. Administrator not responding. Malicious visitor Herta and Screw abnormally loaded and issuing expulsion. Ultimate protocol shows iteration towards outside the records. The protocol has been reloaded. Visitor Herta and Screw obtain authorization. Authorization sync with ID Lycos. Administrator not responding. External command detected. Source Herta and Screw content override the logic of Aeronova. For the 33,550,237 requested loop, the logic of Aeronova has been overwritten according to external command. Command may interfere with the system's calculation progress. ID Lycos has been warned multiple times. Administrator not responding. Okay. Let's see. Chessmaster Monarch. Okay.
Back then, the tides of the Chrysos War had not yet engulfed this city-state of Talantin. And the young princess inside the gates once loved to roam without worries. She snuck into forbidden grounds while the servants were away, but was shocked by what she saw on that day. A chessboard, a stack of pieces, and a strange woman. The board dissected by daylight and shadow, the pieces polished from rough stones uneven.
Fancy a game? If you are my match, then I'll call you my friend.
The stranger's voice was husky and coarse.
If you can beat me, then I'll call you my teacher.
The princess proudly retorted.
Okay.
Despite the bravado, the princess had never touched chess. The defeat made her study in earnest, acknowledging the other as a teacher. First, she learned the knights, bishops, rooks, and queen. Then, how to defend, attack, capture, and checkmate.
I have learned all there is to learn.
Barely out of childhood, the princess raced into games of chess. Those who looked down on her faced many losses. Those who glorified themselves forfeited in a mess. At her prime, none could rival her at all. But she still recalled what the stranger said.
My origins bring dark omens, so never tell others where your teacher is from.
Okay.
Then the waves of the Chrysos War washed over the world. The Achaemens welcomed a ruler. She was deemed Imperator and loved to play chess with herself. She regarded all things as pieces, whether Chrysos heirs or Titans magnificent. Before every god-slaying campaign, she thought of the stranger from her childhood, as if that woman had always lived in her mind.
Isn't it lonely to play chess against yourself?
The princess did not understand at the time. But now, she who bore the crown finally realized. The flame chase's beginning was like fuel being tossed onto the fire. And in the unending road of of marching banners and war cries, she finally had time to meditate. There were often jesters behind the king, curious about her past in her old city, lost to time. One claimed the Imperator was cruel, executing her own teacher. Another stated the Imperator was biased, learning from an enemy hostage. Many such rumors abounded, with no origin found.
No matter. That was indeed the criminal sentence I read out.
The Imperator stated evenly.
My teacher was an enemy hostage whom my elders had imprisoned. Her state betrayed our alliance and must be executed according to law. But she taught me chess, so why can't I chisel the word teacher on her tombstone now?
Her teacher was sentenced to death?
When the princess personally cleaned up the possessions of the dead, she caught sight of an incomplete game on the ground. The stranger's hoarse chuckle still echoed in her ear, laughing at the eternal fate of imprisonment, and at how the one facing her was the princess of the enemy.
Is this your final game for me, my teacher?
The princess imagined the endgame over and over. Even when she took the imperial crown, she still dreamt of the black and white board. The concealed truths suddenly dawned on her during a more difficult contest in the future. An unfinished game might be the opponent's lifelong barrier.
That concluded.
The Imperator's army stormed into the northern. The rock tossed from up high hit the girl's crown. The crowd shrieked and retreated, fearful of the ruler's flames of fury. The girl reached out, not to straighten the crown on her head, but to help up the child shivering in dread.
I heard in the old laws of this land, whoever assaults the crown shall be punished. But I wear another land's crown. And your old laws should also be abolished.
After many days, the Gold Weaver discovered in shock that wearing a crown or a hat to the side was now this land's fashion, likely to remain with the Imperator's name in tradition. The so-called heroes with golden blood in their veins all have the qualities to fight for the core flames. Who's to say this was not the gods' plan? To have the heroes at each other's throats, so the divine could hide in old law's lair and laugh, play, and gloat. Who made this world a chessboard, and with one stroke, one river, created the boundary between God and man?
Dux Gladiorum, Dux Carminum, Dux Helcalithist, Dux Fragoris, Dux Brumalis. Heed my call!
The girl stood before a mighty army with her scepter.
Today, I will insist on crossing the Rubicon. Gather the might of all heroes and begin the journey to slay gods!
Half of the core flames were now in her hands, and the hidden trickery Titan stirred, leaving taunts. The Imperator summoned the heroes to discuss. finally stopping after much hesitation. As they had already pinned down the bones of Earth's beast, they let that thief live for a bit longer in bliss. The warrior of the fractured blade laughed boldly.
Our sovereign is good at open strategies and struggles with trickery. But where is that live fish?
The Imperator replied with a chuckle.
Her? She probably disliked the scent of cats and submerged herself in the baths.
The years spent with her dukes didn't seem too far distant. Yet, only after the end of many wars did the heroes discover how the Imperator's form walked more and more alone.
The road of a ruler is a lonely one. One day, we'll only be able to see her retreating form.
The Swordmaster of Singing Waves was worried too. When all others had departed in intoxication, the two of them gazed into each other's eyes, towards torrents deeper than their fates, and sank into profound silence.
Drink one more cup with me, my dear follower.
In the end, the Imperator first broke the silence.
When compared to the taste of salt and blood, I sometimes miss your ambrosia.
About the destruction about to be born, and the eternally occurring extrapolation. The Antikytheran spoke of all this in words unceasing.
So this is the old world I must fight against.
The girl's expression bore no sorrow or tragedy. Instead, she looked more solemn and ready than ever. Whoever stated that two kings could not meet face to face in chess?
I am the sovereign of Akama. I once faced the gods. So what do I have to fear about the laws hanging behind such gods? I will chop up the old laws and let them be firewood for the new.
No matter the cost. That was the Imperator's lifelong conviction. Never changed, always persistent.
Sheesh. Okay, one more and I'll probably end the stream there.
I dreamed that the Imperator's statue stood before the world-wearing altar, her gaze level with that of the gods. Then, blood gushed out from the statue's orifices, and the people, in cheers and elation, washed their hands in that golden blood. The tyrant's life will end with violent death. None will weep, and all will cheer as her statue topples. She will die before the dawn comes.
A vengeful aristocrat, one whose title was stripped by the Imperator, thus spoke.
We cannot agree with your excessive deeds. You have imprisoned Trebios' split selves, demanding that divine authority regress into the ruler's mouthpiece. We will reveal your future with the prophecy. And tell in truth, your crusade will indeed be a smooth path. Yet in the same breath, we see omens of your death, a demise in an absolute pure darkness. Even so, please excuse us, as our eyes continue to be drawn to your crown's flames. Dux Fatorum. We don't exactly hate that name.
In the name of Yanisopoulos' priestess, Holy Maiden, and Oracle, thus spoke the Imperator's Dux Fatorum.
Allow me to remind you, your life is now on a countdown with the fall of law, and you will become law. I must confirm, is our deal still going strong? Is the future I promised you more satisfying than the future?
Interesting how the text where Lycos is talking isn't quoted. It's written directly, not quoted. I don't know if that's you know, has any significance or anything for that, but that's interesting to know.
A daring ruler. Let us end this despicable extrapolation together.
AMPHOREUS Theoros, the Imperator's co-conspirator, Lycurgus, thus spoke.
The Imperator betrayed the Flame Chase Alliance. And I was the sinner who paved the way for her achievements. Like how a deep-sea fish cannot escape the tide's push and pull, I granted her an end fitting for a tyrant. Her dying smile gazed towards my tear-swelled eyes. She commanded me to wash away all sins and filth, and return a blinding dawn to the holy city. She commanded me to set up stones and monuments, in lightless seabeds to commemorate our friends. But who will remember her achievements? I will. I will rest with her in a lonely song.
Electra, the last heir of the ocean, who played music on the waves alone, spoke thus.
Please record the truth of my life, dear author. No need for words of praise or solemnity. Just as I once instructed Dux Carminum, the histories of rulers are not for recording our merits, but for warning future generations. As for why the Imperator died, and what reproach she would face in life and death, those should be left for the new world to judge. Now I have personally entered my end, a self-flagellation. Let the boiling gold covering the holy city be stamped with my name. For I am certain I have won half a move against the gods. And this unfinished game will be left to the future to reach completion.
Saridra, the only Imperator the Holy City had ever seen, spoke thus.
Okay, where? Okay, that's everything, I think. Okay. I'm gonna stop the stream for now. And yeah, it's been a wild ride, I guess. But looks like the AMPHOREUS story quest is almost over now. And yeah. Hopefully the next update will promptly wrap things up finally, because wow, AMPHOREUS storyline has been dragging along for so long. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys again in the next stream, whenever that is, hopefully soon enough, because I still haven't done the side quests and stuff like that. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you around next time.